What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at it with more American Truck Simulator gameplay, and I think I'm taking out, I dare say, probably one of my best fleet trucks that I've ever done. We're taking out the Schneider Freightliner Cascadia, and we're going to be making a trip from, I think, from Dallas over to Odessa. We're hauling some waste paper, some crushed boxes for Walmart. We're at the big Walmart warehouse here. Should be a good trip. I'm really excited to show this truck off to you guys. Let's go ahead and hop in and we'll start taking a look at it. So I say this is my best fleet truck because I think the cab is like what I really tried to go for as far as like the fleet experience. Now, this is running 450 horses under the hood. It's an X15, Cummins X15. It's got a 10-speed manual transmission. And yeah, it's pretty Spartan on the interior, right? Like no in-dash GPS. We got the GPS on the windshield there. We've got the truck monitor on the dash. I've tried to keep it as much like a fleet truck as I possibly could. So I think a middle of the road engine and the 10-speed transmission and then the GPS on the windshield are some of the features that you could possibly go for. I don't know what Schneider actually uses or how they set their trucks up. They could very well be automatics, but I'm not doing an automatic in game. Like, we'll always do a manual. I'm not a fan of automatics in game, and so that's like one little bit of creative license that we take with it. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty nice setup. If you're going for a fleet truck experience, I think it's a pretty nice setup, right? Let's watch our trailer back there, make sure we're okay. There we go. Nice. All right, I think we're set. Which way we need to go? Back to the left up here. Okay. I dig the fleet trucks. I'm a huge fan of the fleet trucks, guys. Y'all know it. Y'all know I am. I've done a lot of fleet truck stuff, even though we've done a lot of bull hauling here lately. But I've always been a big fan of the fleet trucks. So let's hop out and take another look at it here. Really nice looking truck. I've tried to look at pictures and set up as best I can. I think it's pretty dang close. Got the plastic hardware for the mirrors, and it does have the chrome grille. I was surprised. I thought it would have had the plastic grille, but it does have a chrome grille. So that was pretty cool. We went for that, but it's got the aero kits on it and all that stuff. So I think it's pretty dang close. I couldn't see many things on it that were different, despite the little window on the sleeper there behind the driver's side. You know, that little window there. They don't have those in real life, but you know, close enough. All right, let's drop her down in first, actually. Oh, she went dead on me. This truck is so bad about going dead, though. She goes dead at the drop of a hat, right? All right, I think we're good now. Got to get used to this setup. I almost put a 9-speed in her. I almost put a 9. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I think maybe a 10. I've heard of fleet trucks having 9s, but I wanted to go with a 10. We need to get actually back over again. Also, this is once again, it's running Creechbaum sound pack. Sounds pretty good. Definitely sounds really nice. All right, we'll ease up here, and looks like we're going to be hopping on the interstate, right? I do believe we're going to be hopping on the interstate. Anyway, I hope you guys have had a great week. Spur had some snow the other day. We had a little snow. We had about 4 inches probably, give or take. It wasn't too bad because the roads were pretty warm, right? And so it didn't stick to the roads. It melted off really fast, which is good. I don't mind snow as long as the power stays on and the roads are clear. I'm good with snow. You can give me snow all day, every day. But when it starts messing with that stuff like infrastructure, I'm not a fan of it. So, good with that. Also had a kid home with strep throat. Strep throat's going around town, which is great, right? If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. They're going to go through strep like crazy. I'm surprised my other 2 don't have it, but yeah, that's been nice too. She's been really, really super sick. Hopefully on the mend though. She actually did go back to school today, so that is good. Yeah, it's my youngest daughter. Your youngest daughter has strep. All right, what do we need to do here? I think we need to hop over one more time to the left. You gonna let me go? What are you doing back there? You kind of seem like they want to, but maybe not, but we're going either way. There we go, drop her down in 9. We may be good right here for a bit. We may be good here. I'm not exactly sure, but we may be good. We got the big Mixmaster up here. We're on 35 west. We'll need to hop on 20, so we'll see. I'm not sure exactly how they're going to have us going, but I think we need to hop over one more time, right? Maybe they're going to let me go watching them. They kind of just hang out back there. I'm not really sure half the time what they're doing, right? There we go. We got it. All right. Let's carry on. I am still enjoying the Texas DLC. I think it's the greatest DLC they've done yet, though we are going to start venturing out of the state a little more. Oh, we're on 30. Okay, we're going to go 30 down to 20, I guess. All right, we can do that. I'll go for that. Make sure we're good right here. What's our speed? Speed limit is 60. Let's go ahead and drop her down into 10. We'll just kind of cruise along about 60. Not getting too crazy with it. I do plan on doing some videos on the setup for these fleet trucks. Someone had asked about the Schneider and a Swift, right? So I figured I'll do a video one day where we'll just set up a Schneider and a Swift. I'll show how I set this one up, and then we'll take a look at a Swift or something like that. All right, looks like we're kind of getting out of town now. I think this is going to be 20 merging in up here. Looks like it's trying to rain, right? It's a really hazy day. That's very hazy. Very hazy, a little rainy, a little sprinkling. Oh, why are y'all stopping on me? Don't be stopping with all this paper I've got on this truck. It's so freaking heavy. She's definitely a little weighty today. Why are you? They're freaking out trying to merge, right? Like they always do that. Let's hop over real fast. These guys don't know. They don't know what they're doing. You try to drive legit, like as legit as you possibly can, but sometimes the AI just doesn't allow it. Like, you know, they're going to do dumb things like that guy right there jumping in front of us. Which I guess is pretty true to life, right? These four-wheelers don't respect you. They don't respect the big rigs. Like this other guy. They jump over in this lane and then they want to slow up. Now he's taking off. All right. Drop the hammer here. So I'm guessing we're on, yes, we're on 20 now. All right, 20 to Odessa. We're 257 miles out, 4 hours and 14 minutes, and it has us getting there at 10 p.m. So it looks like we're going to be doing a little bit of night driving, maybe. We don't do a whole lot, but we'll do a little bit. We can get back in that other lane there. All right, I think we're good now. To finally, traffic's kind of thinned out a little bit. It's a little congested back there. There we go. That guy back there coming around us. So far, so good. I'm really impressed with the truck. I like the look of her. I like how she drives. She cruises pretty good. She's got a good gear ratio in her, so I like that. Of course, I love the 10-speed. 10-speed's pretty simple. I don't really think I have any transmission that I just flat out don't like. I mean, of course, you know, when you apply them to real life, it's a completely different story. But in game, you know, for a game, I like all of them. And, you know, the only reason I really ever change them up is just to do something a little bit different. Instead of the same old thing all the time. As you guys know, Spur's all about breaking up the monotony, right? You can definitely tell she's a 10 going up that hill back there. It's like either all or nothing. It didn't want to do that good on that, but I mean, that's part of having a 10, right? I guess we could have put a 13 in her. I guess we've had an update at some point because I noticed that my T660 by Joster, one of my favorite trucks, is now broke. Unfortunately, that really sucks. I hate that. Love that truck, and it's broke. I was very sad. Spur was very sad when I got in game and saw that was. This is the only mod though. That is the only mod that is not working. I don't know what's up with that. I didn't look at it or anything other than the fact that it didn't load. And I love that T660. That is such a good looking truck. It figures it'd be a Volvo holding us up, right? A Volvo. We're not much better though, honestly, like in a Cascadia. I find I think the Cascadias and the Volvos are pretty comparable, right? At least they seem like it. Oh, what a beautiful view. We're about to see about getting some screenshots of this sunset here. All right, there goes screenshots acquired, and this guy's gonna be trying to merge on, right? Yeah, he's going to slow up. All right, that's good at least. That's good. We're going to slow it up a little bit. I'm telling you, the traffic's just kind of dicey today. At least it just seems that way. All right, she's wanting to drag in 10. Let's go to 9. There we go. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part about a 10, right? Like when you're dragging up a hill and you're low RPM, you go to the next gear down and then you're high RPM. There's no in between, right? All or nothing. That's a good looking sunset though. I love driving down I-20 through West Texas. It's one of my favorite trips. My absolute favorite trips in game. It just looks really good. It's a nice driving, like, interstate experience, right? And to me, that's like a huge part of the trucking experience, especially in the United States, is that interstate experience, you know? I mean, you drive 2 lanes, you know, we get on 2 lanes, and I know, you know, real life, they drive a lot of 2 lanes, but I just really like that whole, the whole feel of driving down the interstate. Man, that's pretty. Looks like we can stay right here, I think. Okay, yeah, we're good. 22 El Paso. That we're going to Odessa. We're not going all the way. We may keep venturing out west. We may even make our way back to California. I haven't decided yet. Kind of been thinking about doing another long haul trip like I've done some. We did the 2,600 miles in the Pride, right? With the coast to coast map. Maybe we might do that again. You remember we broke that trip up into several trips. We broke it up into several videos. So we would run and then we would rest and we would run and then we would rest, something like that. So maybe we'll do something like that again. It seemed like it was a lot of fun and it seemed like it did pretty well. It seemed like a lot of people enjoyed it. That ATS video seemed to get a lot of traction. All right, hop back over. I just love this trucking experience, right? It's so chill. It is, like I said, and I know a lot of you guys have agreed, it's the chillest game you can play, for the most part, when you're not fighting with AI, right? Just driving and cruising. Nice looking exit there. That's one thing that's impressed me about ATS, SES software. They've really stepped up the exit game on the interstates. I remember starting out, they were so lackluster, right? In California, there was nothing to them. And now they've gone back and like your exits, you'll see service stations and hotels and truck stops and all these things that are so common in real life, right? Like you see all this stuff. Here we got 111 miles, 1 hour and 52 minutes. Guys, getting there at 10:30, about 10:30, give or take. Yeah, I really dig in this truck. I like the setup inside the interior. Like it's Spartan, but you got all the things. Like it seems like a lot of these drivers like provide their own GPS. They use their phones and stuff like that. So it kind of has that feel to it, right? And it doesn't have a CB in it too. I think like some of the fleets don't include CBs. I guess if you get one, you have to get your own or something, maybe. Which I think is kind of sad. Like, to me, CBs should be standard across the board. Every trucker should have a CB. Right? I remember driving from Texas to Alabama when I was a kid with my parents, right? And my dad always had a CB in the truck. Because they're really valuable, you know? They can give you a lot of like extra awareness as far as what's going on down the road. Nighttime is upon us. We don't do a lot of nighttime driving, right? Like I generally I like you guys to be able to see the scenery, and I like to see it too. But there's something about night driving in game that's just kind of nice. It's like its own little experience where you're just kind of cruising along down the interstate and you're watching the taillights and, you know, ahead of you. Pretty nice. It's like I said, it's its own little own experience in itself. No one seems to be getting in that much of a hurry either. Like everyone's just kind of cruising along. Yeah, we're only able to do 60, which I guess is pretty close to live, because you always see the fleet trucks like, oh man, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off back there. We drifted a little bit. Yeah, you see the fleet trucks like just kind of putting along down the highway. They're not getting in a hurry. Nice, San Angelo, little stutter there. I don't know what that was about. It seems like my problem's fixed though. Those micro stutters that I'd get from time to time. By reordering my mods, I know you guys have asked about that too. We may do something to show the mod order. You can search on Google, right? You can find that pretty easy. There's lots of forum threads and stuff like that about it, but it definitely makes a difference. I can tell you that right now. Mine was a huge mess because I hadn't kept up with it in a long time. Really bad about that. Like I'll straighten it up and then I'll let it go for a while and I'll add all these mods and it gets out of order and everything, and then I start having problems. But it seems to be rock solid. Like I would get those micro stutters and you watch my FPS, it'd go from 60 down to in the 40s, you know, low 40s. But it was almost like a lag, right? Like it's just the graphics would slow up a little bit. It wasn't a freeze per se, you know, it wasn't like the game was just freezing in place. It's just kind of slowing up a little bit and then it would carry on, you know, it would go back to 60 and it would carry on. But I definitely suggest keeping your mods in order, looking at information up and sorting it, you know. I mean, for the most part, you can get away with it. But I think eventually it'll catch up to you, right? Like if you don't keep them in order, it'll catch up with you. All right, 18 miles. We are almost there, guys. Be a nice little trip. Yeah, we're gonna be hopping off right up here. We need to see about hauling some cotton. We've yet to do that, and there's some achievements associated with that that I don't have. I don't think I have any of them. Come on, get in gear. There you go. All right, which way we go next? Just straight. All right, do that. Drop her down at 7. Trying to float him down a little bit. Pretty easy to float. She's not too bad. Oh, it's right up here. Okay, I see.
Get ready to turn right.
It's gonna be the next place on the right.
Turn right.
Yes, here. Oh, it's a waste transfer station. Now that's cool. You would think they'd be recycling this stuff though, right? All right, where do we need to go is the question. I guess here. Looks like it's so dark it's hard to tell. That's the one downside about driving at night is you can't really tell half the time what's going on, especially with your trailer. Like, I don't know, we could be running over something back there. I have no clue. I have zero clue what's going on with my trailer back there. Like, it's so bad. I don't like driving at night. All right, let's stop here. We'll run inside and talk to these guys, and we'll see where they want us to park it. All right, they said they need it straight ahead and to the left, so let's drop her down in first. Release the parking brake, and let's see if we can get going without making this thing go dead. There we go. I'm getting used to it now. There are flashers going too here. Take a peek. Man, that's a good looking truck. I like it. I really love the Schneider cab overs. We need to take that out again too. We need to do an old school Schneider cab over. I had a really nice one. I had a really nice one before on my other profile. I've yet to do one on here. Oh, I see. They want it down there. Okay, they want it in there. Man, yeah, that one's a little tricky. Yeah, that one is just a wee tad tricky, especially with that loader sitting right there. Why did they park that? Why does SCS feel this need to like make it as complicated as they can? Oh man. Yeah, I think we could do it. We could let's see, how can we do this? We'll just go straight ahead to the middle of those dumpsters there, and then we should be able to kind of swing around. All right, not too much, Spur. Not too much. Not too much. Easy. Easy with it. I always have the worst time judging these. Like, I am horrible at judging this as far as, like, when we should start cutting our wheel and stuff like that. I think it's the biggest problem I have is, like, trying to judge. Did we go all the way back? Yeah, we did. Never mind. That's not good. No bueno. I didn't realize we were close to bumping that curb back there. All right. Here, straighten out a little bit here, and then we'll go straight back. See, and another thing about this spot right here that really kind of gets you that you don't notice, because I parked here before, is that guardrail. The way it kind of sticks out just a little bit, right? It's just enough to kind of jack you up. And I want to say you can grab onto that thing physically before you ever see it visually, right? Like, it just, there's something about that collision. Maybe they've changed it, but I want to say the last time I parked here, I grabbed it. I grabbed it before I ever actually saw the truck hit it, right? All right, we should be able to get it back in there fine. Really, we don't need to split hairs. It's not like we're parking at a dock. We're not making room for anyone else. It's our own little spot. So, I mean, technically, we should be able to get in there any way we want. I think it's going to be good right here, though. Right here should be good. There we go. Sweet. All right, let's keep easing her back a little bit. Nice. All right, knock her out of gear. Let's set the parking brake. Hey, one last look at our beautiful Schneider fleet truck. I dig it. She looks good. This was a really easy one to set up too. Like I said, we'll do a video on the setup for this truck. Maybe we'll throw in a Swift as well too for you guys that like having wreck and doing all the things wrong. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Love all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the highway next time. Peace.